But really excited to hear what Dennis has to tell us. Dennis Wilson from DBC, how you can use AI in marketing and loyalty. I was at one of his tables earlier, and he's got some really exciting stuff. So Dennis, come on up.
Good morning. Well, first, I have to say thank you to the RSPA team, because I've been involved for 7 months now, and I don't think I've ever been in an organization that is this helpful. I mean, the support, and then this event particularly, where everybody's supporting everybody, like two competitors at the same table, right? And the support, and along with the support, last night, I was standing in a nice conversation, drinking one of those golden, bubbly Modelas. And it was really nice, and I felt this very large hand on my shoulder suddenly. And I looked up to see a very large person. And he says, "Dennis," he says, "now I know you're shy and you're nervous. And tomorrow, man, you got this. But one piece of advice," he says, "try to get your energy up." Okay, so I'm going to do my very best with that today. So we're going to talk today about AI. But first, I would love to ask a couple of questions of the audience. First question, raise your hand if you use AI every day in your business. Oh, perfect, thank you. Everybody else ready? Raise your hand if you have skepticism and doubt yourself personally or in your organization about using AI. Okay, now everyone who didn't raise their hand, please just raise your hand. Thank you, just needed to make sure you're awake. All right, so AI, Goldmine, unmasking high profit strategies for VARs and ISVs. So they told me that I have 3 hours today, so settle in. And then they changed the rules. They said I have 20 minutes. So I'm going to start talking really, really, really fast, because I'm not going to get through all my content if I don't. There's a whole bunch of ways that you can use AI every single day. We talk about profitability or profit strategies, but the bulk of what you can do immediately with very low thought, very low implementation costs is just to start having a chat. And you can have a chat with a tool called ChatGPT. You can have a chat with Bard. You can have a chat with about 20 items. If you don't want to have a chat, you can buy tools that'll take all the mystery out of it and charge you $20 a month to do, what chat can do, plus a whole lot more for $20 a month. So, getting into this, here's probably the number one most important thing about chat. Chat lies. And I gotta tell you, its lies are great. They're so fantastic, you might even believe them. In fact, there was somebody who recently got in trouble because they used chat to write their closing argument for a court case, a lawyer. And they asked for references and everything, and chat gave them all kinds of references. They're so excited. And they didn't do the AI plus human equals happiness thing. And it turns out that the judge was really disappointed because all of the references were completely made up. Needless to say, he didn't win, and he also did not have a happy face. So, what does this mean? AI plus human. Chat will generate you cool stuff. You then need to review it. Your team needs to review it. So the people that are worried about being fired because chat's going to take them over, no, it's not going to be that way. What's going to happen is you're going to get more out of your team. Your team will become very much more productive, but you always have to check the output, peer review. Not a whole lot different than the marketing department comes up with something and somebody takes a look at it to make sure that it's okay. Do the same with chat. So there's sort of the regular user, and then there's the professional user. And actually I realized last night that there's the not yet a regular user. So if you just search for chat prompts or chat gadgets in Google, you'll come up with these lists of 1,000 different gizmos and gadgets. I recommend you could start there. You might pay $5 a month. They might be free, but you'll be able to say, hey, Facebook posts do this. And there'll be very, very specific tools. So you don't need to know anything about anything. You'll just get it because you want to do a blog post, and that tool will just do blog posts. So you can try that. From there, we get into regular users, where they're going to use simple prompts, like literally having a conversation, no different than going in and talking to someone on Slack in your organization. Hey, Bill, what do you think about this headline? And Bill says, I don't think you should use that headline. I think you should use this one. The difference is chat's way better than Bill. Sorry, Bill. So then they're also going to probably use the 3.5 version, which is free. The free version is really, really, really good for simple content. And one thing I want to talk about, the difference between simple user and not simple user, is if you're taking advice from someone about whether chat can do the content they want, I'm going to give you the secret question to evaluate if that person knows enough about chat to give you an actual opinion that's good to make a decision in your business about. Just ask them, hey, do you know what chat's temperature is? Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of settings that you can change in chat to make it behave a different way. Temperature is one of them. That's how creative it gets. That's how goofy it'll sound. You put the temperature way up and it's going to be like, oh, the pink and purple polka dotted fuzzy ball of, and it'll just go on and on and on before it gets to the point. Or you can put the temperature way down and it'll say the pink ball. So if they don't know what temperature setting means, and they're telling you that we tried it, it's not going to be able to do what we need it to do, it's probably user error. So just be careful on who you take advice from, because it's real easy to have the marketing department worried about their jobs, so therefore giving feedback that may not be best for the company, but more self-serving for the team, developers as well. We'll get to that. So I'm going to try to do this from here, but it's a little weird to see the screen. If not, I'm going to run down front. But I want to actually get into the nuts and bolts. And this is very simple nuts and bolts, okay? This is just so you can see how it works with chat. So we're going to talk about a simple chat prompt. And it's going to be write me a Facebook post on the 2 best reasons to find a new POS system for your restaurant. Raise your hand here if you do POS. I picked the right one. Good. All right, so a simple prompt answer. Cha-ching! A modern POS system can work wonders for your bottom line. It tracks inventory. I'm going down there. I was going to have Nicole actually read them for me, and then you guys probably know that I'm not really awesome at rules, and sometimes I speak when I'm not supposed to, so I decided to just do it my way. So, cha-ching, a modern POS system can work wonders for your bottom line. It tracks inventory, manages staff, and provides sales data that even Gordon Ramsay would approve of. Watch your profits soar as you optimize your menu, reduce waste, and create irresistible promotions that your customers will coming back for seconds and thirds. That is raw chat. That is completely nothing as a prompt. Anyone can do that. What if it's 5% wrong and your team has to spend 20 minutes changing it? For those of you that are hungover and struggling to keep up, chat doesn't get hungover. It'll help you when your team is dead, man. Chat will come in there and it'll just pop them right up. So, if we take a look at a professional prompt, and this is, I'm calling it professional, and now I'm okay, because I've surveyed the audience, I know our level. Temperature's not a thing. You're gonna love this. So, we start with telling it what to be. Simply saying, answer my question as if you're an SEO expert, as if you're a Excel expert, as a legal assistant. Simply doing that will cause chat to give you infinitely better results, even on the free version. And then we also give it some parameters. I don't want it to be longer than 1,000 characters. When you're in 3.5 and you accidentally have your temperature set up, it'll write you a 4,000 character run-on book. And then you tell it what you're looking for, and you can put in a call to action, and boom, efficiency is key. Modern POS systems are like having superhero sidekick. They speed up transactions, manage inventory in a snap, and even track customer preferences. It's a game changer for quick, efficient service that keeps customers smiling and coming back for more. Now, I know not many of you are in the POS business, but is that somewhat accurate? That was just chat. Tell me what you think. So, really? No problem. So take it further. Regular users use it untrained, pro users use it trained. So if you're not getting what you're looking for, you can train chat. You can give it a bunch of information about your company. You can give it a bunch of your blog entries, and then you can say, write me a blog, and all of a sudden it will suspiciously sound 100% like you instead of 30% like you. So there's everything that you think is not working with chat, there's ways to make it work in chat. You can upload PDFs, you can upload your website pages, or you can just tell it, chat, go to my website, read this page, summarize it for me, keep it in your memory, I got questions later. Okay, it'll do it. You can put in Excel sheets full of data. You can put in PDFs full of data. It has big data capabilities to take a 500-page set of data in a PDF and give you a summary of what's going on in it. Bring you insights that you never would have thought were possible. Contracts. Contracts are great too. They're not great. It's not great at writing contracts that you can use. It's great at getting you a head start. And if you're a legal assistant, you can put a bunch of contracts you already have into it and then write your contract, and it'll be infinitely better. Okay? It'll summarize a contract in a heartbeat. So let's talk about profitability boosters. There's marketing content creation. Probably the biggest, best, most amazing feature is anything marketing related. It's just good at it, right? And the best part is, if it gives you something you don't like, you just say, I don't like that, do it again. It says, okay. Right? Customer support automation. So there's something called custom GPTs. You can now literally go in and program all that thing I said about training. You upload all your stuff, and then you say, okay, now be my customer support beast. And you can even put in some decision trees to help it get along, and then you can set it free, and it'll do an awful lot of your customer support. The negative of these, they still need to have everybody who uses it paying the $20 a month. But with probably less than $1,000 of programming fees, or coercing your own development team to set one up through an API, it would cost you very little and it would do the same thing. And it will be the most detailed, friendly robot you've ever seen. Not what you're used to at your local cell phone company. No, different. Market analysis, trend identification. Again, legal contract review, data analysis. I had some POS data, which I put in and started playing with, and unfortunately I was going to get into a deep dive, but we're going to do it a little different way. Oh, by the way, there's a handout in the app that if you want to know all of the details of how I came up with all of this content, it's step by step. Don't ask me how to get it, but the other people at the RSPA will tell you how to get it. So writing code for you. As a software company, if your developers aren't using chat the right way, your competitors who are 30 to 40% more efficient than you today. 30 to 40%. In our software company, I had to absolutely force, by threat of firing, my team to get out of their developer ego pride way and figure out how to squeak the efficiencies out of chat. And then once they got into it, I don't know, I think I'd probably hobbled and damaged them, because if we took it away, I'm not sure if they could still do their jobs. Code debugging, right? Anyone who's a developer, you know, the stupid semicolon in PHP, you just take your code, put it in, it'll say, well, you missed a semicolon here, write it like this, done. No more searching, no more late nights of going, where is it, where is it, where is it? 5 little known profitability boosters for VARs: optimizing Facebook, AdWords, LinkedIn campaigns. Optimizing Facebook, AdWords, LinkedIn ad campaigns. By the way, it's creative. It'll give you ideas about how to do them in the first place, not just optimize. Creating training programs within your company, business plan writing. I wrote a business plan for one of our restaurant clients. It took me an hour and a half. I uploaded his financials, everything into it, pushed go. He got a $150,000 loan from the bank to expand his second location. And I was kind of like, whoa. Innovative product idea generation, it never runs out of ideas. When your team is running out of ideas or you're running out of ideas, it'll get you back to having ideas. Gizmo or gadget to sell or add value. One of the ways you can make money is if you can find a little thing that chat can help with, turn it into a tool, monetize it either as a giveaway or a, hey, Mr. Customer, we have this thing that'll be really convenient for you. If you have a development team, you're probably looking at $5,000 to do something cool. If you don't have one, you're probably looking at $7,000 to outsource it. And then you'd have a tool or a lead-in or a, right? It's just amazing. All the images that you've seen in this PowerPoint were actually created by ChatGPT. All I did was say, oh, so here's my slide content. Can you please make me an image that would fit? So Midjourney and Chat are your two big places to do images. Careful, if you're a graphics guy and you haven't played with these, you might get fired if you forget to come back to work. Okay, so what if you don't know how to ask Chat something? Just ask Chat to teach you Chat. Hey Chat, I'm trying to do this. What kind of prompt should I give to get you to do it well? Well, okay, thanks for asking. So you don't have to think, it'll do it for you. Analyzing a commercial lease. I stuck a lease in and I said, is this good or bad? And it came back and said, basically, well, this is the prompt. Okay, so in the handouts you have all of this. I'm gonna get the card soon in the JAWS, I think. So it basically said, well, it looks like it's landlord favorable. The tenant has some protections, but you know, these are standard things. So, I mean, I don't know what lease isn't landlord favorable, but so our bread company friends, yeah. So I just basically took 20 reviews about our bread company friend, stuck it in and said, hey, what's going on with these guys? And it came back with, look at that. They need to increase customer support. Huh. Biggest opportunity in the world, have better customer response, reducing response times, ensuring consistent assistance, effectively resolving integration issues, providing better guidance during system updates. Yep, pretty much it, right? You guys want to sell against this? Take a picture, come on. These are the things that it doesn't do well. Data analysis, market trends. You can literally just say, what are the trends in point of sale? And it'll come up with something. If you don't like it, you say, no, you need to try harder. Go research on the internet and rewrite it. And it'll be okay. AI, machine learning for predictive analysis, enhanced data analytics. These are the future trends of restaurant POS. Are they? I'm telling you, it's what Chat thinks. Remember the human part? You all are the humans. So you can decide which ones are good and which ones are bad. Competitor analysis. Give me the top 5. It came up with Square is user-friendly, Shopify is great for retail, Clover stands out. And then you have to be careful, because notice it tells me I searched Bing to find a report by money.com. This is the human part. Is money.com good enough to decide that this is good, or do you have to say, Chat, I think you need to try harder? And anybody know what Chat's going to say? Okay. Key takeaways. AI, like Chat, does not replace your employees. This fear, this craziness, it's just got to stop. Am I out of time yet? Can I get a time check? No? Okay. It takes firm management direction to get adopted. It's awful, but yes, the teams, if they adopt it, they're going to go crazy with it and blow your mind. If they don't, they're going to put up all kinds of walls. So the thing is, as management team, you have to decide it's important enough to put in place. And if everybody's stuck or just needs me to help talk to their team, I'm happy to help. I really believe that everyone here needs to be using it. But don't forget, it hallucinates, it lies brilliantly. Oh, there you go. Need someone to talk to? There's my number. Yes, I'm not that busy. I am happy to help. I believe so strongly in Chat and what it can do for your organization. Anyways, thank you very much. That's my time. I really wanted to say more, but thank you.
That was absolutely wonderful. I'm going to hold you for 1 second because I'm going to take advantage. I've got an expert in front of me. So, like in our teams, absolute no-brainer for development, absolute no-brainer for marketing. You know, I used to write blogs after some of these events. I can do it in 10 minutes now. It's so great. But most of the people, or many of us, are at least touching sales in the room. What I'm looking for is, as a salesperson, is it just Do I just use it for writing emails? Do you have any ideas around how salespeople can use it?
Well, yeah, I mean, salespeople, chat, how do I sell this? I mean, literally, so think of everything you know is cool. Chat might know a different angle that you don't. So before you're writing a sales email, tell it what you're trying to accomplish, tell it what you're trying to sell, tell it who your target is, and say, how would you do this? Or fix this to make it better. And it just will.
That's great. Thanks again, Dennis.